Namaste to all. Welcome to the YouTube channel of RSV Group of School. As you all know, in the previous video we have started the topic carbon and its compound. Let's continue with the topic. In the previous video, we have seen that carbon is a tetravalent atom. At its valency is 4 and it forms 4 covalent bond by the sharing of the electrons. And how the sharing of the electron is done, we have seen in the previous video. Now, before discussing the next topic, I will like to inform you that the carbon, why we are discussing this chapter, carbon and compounds, because carbon forms infinite number of compounds. The most important property due to which carbon forms infinite number of compounds surrounding us, the most important property of carbon due to which carbon can form large number of compounds is self-combination or catenation. So today we are discussing the most important topic of the chapter, which is the base of the chapter if you want to understand the topic carbon and its compound. It is asked several times in the board exams. You can only make the structures of carbon if you know the property of carbon, the property of catenation. So the catenation is also known as self-combination. Let's start with a very simple compound, octane. Octane is a compound which is the main constituent of the petrol. It is present in the petrol. Its molecular formula is C8H18. If you will draw the structure of octane, the structure of octane is drawn like this: 1 carbon, 2 carbon. The 8 carbons are arranged in a chain-like structure, and each carbon is attached to other carbon in a single chain. This property of carbon, in which the carbon atom combine to each other and form a long chain, this property is known as catenation. I again repeat, the unique property of the carbon due to which it forms a long chain by combining with other carbon atoms. The topic is self-combination. It combines with other carbon atoms to form the long chain. This property is known as catenation. Now, all of you see, in this structure, the valency of the carbon is fulfilled. Carbon forms 4 covalent bond. You always have to remember these. Suppose this is carbon atom. How many bond it is forming? These bonds are represented by the lines. It is forming 4. So always carbon forms 4 covalent bonds. That you have to remember. That's why it is tetravalent. Now, next topic we will see is cause of catenation. What is the main cause of this property? Carbon is having the catenation property. What is the cause of this property? The main cause of this property is the small size of carbon. Let's see the structure. Suppose this is one carbon atom attached to other carbon atom. Carbon is a very small size atom. All of you have studied the carbon earlier also. Its atomic number is 6 and its size is very small. Due to small size, the shared pair of electron, this bond, the covalent bond, is formed by the sharing of the electron, and the nucleus of the carbon attract these shared pair of electron tightly towards it, due to which the bond becomes very strong. If we enlarge the structure to understand it properly, suppose this is the atom of the carbon, this is the atom of this carbon, this is the nucleus of the carbon, this is the other carbon atom. I have shown both the carbon atoms atomic structure just to understand it, how the attraction of nucleus is towards the shared pair of electron. This is the bond present between one carbon and other carbon atom, and suppose these are the electrons which are shared between both the atoms. Since the size of the atom is very small, the distance of nucleus from the shared pair of electron is very less, due to which the attraction of nucleus towards the electron becomes very high. They tightly attract the electron towards them, due to which the bond between carbon and carbon becomes very strong. That's why it is possible for the carbon to form long chain without breaking. Along with carbon, some other elements are also which showing the property of catenation. Let's see some example. Silicon is the one element which also show the property of catenation to some extent. Carbon shows the property of catenation to a large extent. It can join to other carbon atoms to a longer extent, to n number of carbon can be joined in a long chain. Silicon also show the property of catenation but to a smaller extent. Let's see why to the smaller extent. Silicon is a bit larger atom in comparison to the carbon. Carbon is smaller atom having atomic number 6, and silicon is a bit larger atom having atomic number 14. Due to its large size, the shared pair of electron becomes at distance from the nucleus of the silicon, due to which the attraction of the nucleus, suppose these are the nucleus of silicon. Suppose these are the silicon atoms, these are the nucleus of silicon, and these are the electrons which are shared between the silicon atoms. The distance of shared electrons from the nucleus increases as you will compare the structure. As the distance increases, the force of attraction between the nucleus and electrons also decreases, due to which the strength of the bond, the strength of the covalent bond between the silicon and silicon decreases, due to which the silicon and silicon bond is weaker than the carbon and carbon bond. This is the main reason why only carbon has the property of catenation to larger extent. Why does not silicon? Because of its larger atomic size. Some more examples which are showing the property of catenation. You have heard about phosphorus. Phosphorus exists in the form of P4. The structure of phosphorus is like this, in which 4 phosphorus atoms are there which are joined to each other by the covalent bond like this. But it cannot form the long chain as comparable to the carbon. Carbon has this property of catenation to a larger extent. Let's see the other topic, that is occurrence of carbon, means how the carbon is present in the nature. In surrounding in our nature, carbon is present in two forms, or it can be present in two states. One is free state and other is combined state. Free state meaning that only carbon atoms are present in that particular form. That is, for example, graphite, diamond. They are made up of only and only carbon atoms attached to other carbon atoms. That type of state or that type of form is known as free state, where only carbon is present attached to other carbon atoms. That's why this form is also known as pure or purest form of carbon. Example, graphite, diamond, fullerene, these are the forms of carbon in which only and only carbon is present. That's why they are considered as purest form of carbon. Another state in which carbon can be present is the combined state. Combined state means carbon is attached with other carbon atoms, along with it is attached to other elements. For example, we have seen the carbon dioxide. In this, carbon is attached to the oxygen. C6H12O6, what is this? This is the formula of glucose, that is the constituent of our food, and this is C12H22O11. This is the formula of sugar. So the compounds in which carbon along with other carbon atoms, it is attached to other elements. These types of form or this type of state is known as combined state. In this chapter, we are not too much focusing on this topic, we will mainly focus on the topic of free state, that is the form of carbon in which it is in the purest form. Let's see, you all have observed graphite and diamond. You all have heard the name. Graphite is used to make the leads of the pencil. Every day you use the graphite in your life. Diamond is used to make the jewelry. Do you know both are the different forms of carbon? They are made up of only carbon atoms. They have different physical property and they have different physical property. Diamond is the poor conductor of electricity. Graphite, on other hand, is the good conductor of electricity. Graphite is a soft state of carbon and diamond is the hardest substance, hardest natural substance present on the earth. And fullerene, we will also discuss about the fullerene later in this topic. So the different forms in which carbon can exist, having different physical properties, but they all have similar chemical properties. These forms are known as allotropes and the property is known as allotropy. And the property is known as allotropy. I again repeat, when a element, that means carbon, not only carbon, there are few other elements also which shows the property of allotropes, but in this chapter we will be focusing on the carbon only. So when an element can exist in two or more physical forms, they are different physical forms of the carbon made up of carbon only, have different physical property. Physical properties are different. Graphite is good conductor of electricity. It is the poor conductor of electricity. Diamond is hard. Graphite is soft. Diamond is transparent, used to make jewelry. The graphite is dull. It's black in color, used to make the lead of the pencil. So they have different chemical physical properties but have same chemical properties. These structures are known as allotropes and this property is known as allotropy. In next video, we will in detail see the structures of diamond, graphite and fullerene. Okay, thank you.